have had games like the Super Bowl, the World Series, um, things like that in Tampa. It really shows why Tampa is great to hold events. Like even the GOP was here 4 years ago, 5 years ago now, um, to host events here in Tampa. But we're going to break down this game for you today between Clemson and and Alabama to kind of give you guys a breakdown um, of what kind of to expect and which directions we see it going here. Um, I know, Kevin, you haven't had a chance to come down here to Tampa. You weren't able to come down here for the media days and events. What have you noticed though, as far as some of the broadcasts and stuff that you've seen for this game so far? What do you think of the presentation and stuff, at least as of now? Mhm. Well, the one thing I can tell, I've appreciated most of it. I wasn't able to make it out to the Usher concert last night, but I went to the Flow Rider concert. If you go over to, I don't know if they're still up on Instagram because those are gone after 24 hours, so it's probably gone from there. I'll upload some of that stuff over on the other social media, but Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. If you go over there, I have photos, I have videos and stuff that I put up there. They put on a great concert. I'm guessing they probably put up just the stage setup alone is over 100,000 easily. Great setup there. The way they have things going. James Bell, he is one of our football contributors, as well as our main photographer and the boxing editor for us. He has some awesome photos and stuff up there. I think some of them are going up on the Cold Hard Truth on Sports website. Yep, actually just published at just here at noon. It was scheduled to go out at noon. So that's up over on the website. So you can see some of the past uniforms of the schools, some of the media events and people that we've ran into since them being here in town. It's been fun, but I just haven't appreciated um, the other night. It was 26 degrees here in Tampa, just right around the end of the concert. Got down to 26, and then down to around 35 last night. So having the cold weather down here is probably not the ideal situation. It's probably not what most of these Alabama and Clemson fans and just anybody really had planned when they planned on a event in Tampa. And it's and you haven't even seen the upgrades on the scoreboards. The new scoreboards are massive. Some of the largest that are out there, all HD, LED um, scoreboards on each end. They got other large monitors and stuff up in the corners. Um, and the strip LED screens that go all the way around the stadium. So, uh, what they have there as far as entertainment presentation and stuff like that, it's been a really big upgrade as far as that goes. Um, well, I'm just waiting to see how long it's going to be before what new upgrades they'll make here after this season because I know Tampa's really biting for another Super Bowl, and they keep putting their name in the hat. But it seems like the NFL wants to see Super Bowls in new stadiums rather than upgraded stadiums. So it'll be interesting to see what they do to improve it even more moving forward. So let's get into. We're almost at the halfway point for the show. Let's go ahead and get started breaking down these two teams. As we know, Alabama has had some big changes um, in some respects with the departure of offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin heading down to Florida Atlantic University to be the head coach down there. His kind of peculiar but just right along the lines of Lane Kiffin exit from another uh, another team or program, um, being basically they said come to an agreement that he wasn't going to be the offensive coordinator in the national title game. Only a day after they secured up their spot to be in the national title game. What's your thoughts on Lane's departure? Do you think it was mutual? What kind of impact do you think it's going to be? Yeah. 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 I think it was a Times article. It probably didn't help too much because in the interview, the reporter was going with him house shopping. It's a really good article. I'll send it over to you, but it, he wasn't super complimentary about his time in Tuscaloosa, a small city. He felt, you know, confined. It was tough dealing with somebody that has a personality type that's completely polar to his own. Um, a lot of stuff like that. So I'm sure with some of that drawing forward. Also, I understand that there were from some of the sources have told me that Saban was kind of upset because some of the new coaching staff and recruits and stuff were coming to Tuscaloosa to meet with Saban and his coaching staff, and they were interviewing coaches there, and they were interviewing coaches in Atlanta. So he was doing other work around him, and I just don't think it's kind of like maybe Saban just felt like, well, now I'm the side job, he's just whatever trying to get out of here. Um, you'd like to think if you worked hard to get to a national championship game, you would want to finish it. But I don't know. It's interesting. It's not uncommon for Saban to exit like this. Um, but as far as the game planning go, Steve Sarkisian, obviously he's been a play caller at Washington, at USC, so it's not odd for him to be calling the plays. But since he's been with Alabama in September, he's been an offensive analyst, so he hasn't been in the meeting rooms for the game planning. He's been on the practice field and coaching in a limited capacity, and really hasn't had much interaction with Jalen Hurts. So I think that is where some of the deficiencies could come in. But I think the big difference, because I was talking with the defensive coordinator Venables at Media Day, and it's 7 days, but really he only has about 4 days to do that. So you're not going to see a new game plan. It's going to be the same. It's the same stuff. He can't change much in 4 to 7 days. Um, but what he can do is add little bit of different wrinkles, and the big difference is going to be in his decision making or how he plays calls. And I know I asked, and a lot of other reporters asked, oh, so you're going to go back and look at game film from Washington and SC? He's like, yeah, we'll go and look at it, but what a man did at that one point of time in his life, and the decisions he made then and the decisions he make now aren't necessarily the same or similar. He's obviously had a lot of life changes, and that probably could affect his decision making as well. So um, I don't look to see it being a huge hindrance. But if we start to see some issues with, looks like a breakdown in communication in the offense, that could be part of it there. That's where I only see the drop off. The defense should probably still be stellar, and that's really what Nick Saban has won championships on, is his defense. So, yeah. So you're buying into my schedule, my scheduling theory now, right? You're that they pad it. It's a bit padded in hindsight. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Basically. I I think it. Yeah, yeah. So we don't have a perfect formula yet. So that's still working on. We got 3.5 minutes left in the show today. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and all social media at To the Half. You can hear all podcasted versions of this show, the Tuesday show, Wednesday shows, any of our shows over on the chtonsports.com on the listen link in the left-hand corner. Now, Clemson, they're coming in. I think they're, Watson's a year wiser. He's seen this team. He came so close before. It was a special teams play that really took him, that something out of his control. I don't know if he comes with a chip on his shoulder. He has been prone to making some mistakes. He can't turn the ball over this game with an Alabama defense that is lead the nation in scoring. But he has Mike Williams there that has just been much more of a standout. It's probably going to be one of the top, probably the top wide receiver to go in the NFL draft. So it's going to be interesting. I talked with Tony Elliott, and he said that there's no one little thing you can do. You have to play really good up along the line, and you have to have other people just really step up and make plays because you think you try to find some shorter plays, some slants, some stuff just to keep moving the football, some higher percentage plays. Just to keep moving it. But the big difference that they've seen in the Alabama has been their secondary. I believe it's Harris's name, Harrison, the safety. He's huge. For a safety. He's big for a safety. He's quick, and they've been putting him in a lot of dime packages. So they're able to have like 5 corners on the field at one time. So that's huge for coverage. But I think that we should see a pretty similar game. Mm.
60 seconds.
Yeah, I am too. At 8 o'clock tonight on ESPN, whatever your local ESPN stations are, we're going to be signing off here. Go over to kevcrestsports.blogspot.com and the chtonsports.com to check out all the content that we have up on our sites. Kevin does a great job of giving some very unique and different perspectives on the world of sports. And I appreciate him taking his time to come on the show and being a syndicated contributor to the website as well. So check out that and go over to Amazon, buy the books, the PK Frazier novels. I mean, he's working on the 4th one now. The first 3 are there. So you can just go up there, buy them all at one time. If you have Prime, it'll be to you in a couple of days. So be sure to go check them out. And on Twitter at Kevin Krest. Anything else I missed there? Krest with a K. That is the... Oh, absolutely. All right, that'll do it here today on To the Half. I'm Matthew Long, and we're signing out for today. We'll be back tomorrow to give you. I'll give you a post game, my breakdown of what happened in the game, why they lost or why they won. Well, more until tomorrow. Stay tuned. Be ready to see it here right on YouTube Live. Catch it over on SoundCloud, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, just about anywhere you can think of to listen to the show or watch the show. We're there, trying to be there. Here in the next couple of weeks, we should be on iHeartRadio app. So be sure to look for us there too. I'm out.